welcome to this yoga flow. So this is not my usual location, as you can see, and bear with me because it was quite windy here. So I did get blown away a few times in mountain pose. So let's start seated, doing our usual breathing, hands up and down, chin to chest, circulating the air around, slowly reaching to the left, inhale, and reaching to the right, inhale. Exhale, come back, reach to the left, take a breath in. Exhale, middle, and reach to the right. Amazing. Taking one more breath in, looking up and hands down. Exhale, putting the hands behind our back, opening the chest, breathing in. Coming into tabletop, cat and cow. Exhaling cow, inhaling cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. And inhale, cat. Moving around, pushing yourselves forward, playing around. Stepping to the front of our mat, coming into Samastiti. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Quick sun salutation to warm up. 5 breaths here. And keep breathing. And on our next inhale, stepping to the front of the mat, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, and coming up back to mountain pose Samastiti, hands back to the side. Inhale, hands up, salute the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your spine is straight. Plank and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest to the sky. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Pedaling out the feet if you wish. And stepping the right foot forward, a quick high crescent lunge. Exhale and inhale, coming into extended side angle pose. Stretching through that back leg, through the top arm. Breathing and inhaling, exhaling, slowly coming into a warrior 2 and reaching to the opposite side, so reaching to the back leg. Breathing and coming back into a high lunge, coming into a lizard, opening the hip and the chest. Staying here, breathing. Lengthening out the right leg, straightening through it and coming into half split. Exhale down, fold over that straightened leg and just breathe. Breathe through this stretch. Amazing. So coming back into a lizard, staying here for a breath before we pop the right leg back into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale and breathe here, taking a breath and slowly lifting the right leg into a 3-legged dog. Staying here, breathing, straightening out that right leg, bending it, bringing it back down, and this time taking the left leg to the front of the mat. Inhale, high crescent lunge, holding it, and exhale. Come into an extended side angle pose. Staying here, breathing. On our next inhale, coming into a warrior 2 position, but leaning and reaching over towards the back leg. A gentle stretch for your left side. And slowly inhaling, coming back to a lizard. or high lunge. Breathing here for a minute. And slowly dropping the leg, lengthening out the left leg and folding over into a half split. Stay and breathe. Deep inhale through the nose and a deeper exhale through the nose. Inhaling, popping back into our lizard. Little bit more of a stronger pose than the last lizard. Chest forward. And slowly moving back into a plank. Lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, we're going to move into a downward facing three-legged dog. Left leg in the air. Breathe. And on our next inhale, bringing the left leg to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. And exhale, forward fold again for me. Inhale, half lift, stepward jump to the back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come into a plank. From our plank, we're going to start on the right hand, coming into a side plank. You can lift your leg up here if you wish, and stay and breathe with me here. Slowly lowering the leg back into plank, taking a breath, and inhaling, going to the opposite side, lifting that top leg. Oh, the wind is wobbling me. Lifting that top leg on top of the bottom leg and breathing here. And exhale, drop the top hand back down, coming into a plank. Lower Chaturanga Dandasana and inhale, come into a high cobra. Take a breath here and observe your body. And slowly push yourselves into child's pose. Breathing here and observe the difference in your body again. Notice where tension is. And inhale, back to tabletop, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, Utkatasana into chair, holding chair for a breath, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, come into a downward facing dog. Now you may stay in downward facing dog or join me for a dolphin pose by bringing your elbows to the mat and breathing. Again, noticing tension and breathing, and slowly lowering the knees to the mat, bringing them in towards us. Inhaling, coming up, and exhale, popping into a camel pose. Slowly grabbing onto our feet, opening the heart to the sky. Neck in line with your breastbone, creating an O shape with our back, and lifting up. Inhale, straightening out, bringing the arms up, and exhale, immediately folding into child's pose with your hands beside you instead of in front of you, and just breathing, forehead touching the mat. Counter pose to the camel pose. Slowly coming back up and through tabletop, coming into a plank. Stepping to the front, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and Utkatasana chair, back to Samastiti, and exhale. Inhale, Samastiti, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your spine straight. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, come into our last downward facing dog. Breathing and slowly coming back to tabletop. And we're going to come into reverse tabletop, so sitting on our sit bones, fingertips facing towards our feet, behind our back, opening the chest, almost into Dandasana and pushing up. Back nice and straight in line with our tailbone. Neck can be kept elevated or brought back a little bit in line with your back and your tailbone. And exhale, lower back down, lengthening out the legs, inhaling and exhaling, folding over in Dandasana into a seated forward fold. The counter pose to opening our chest, and just stay here and breathe. Inhaling, slowly coming back up, and join me into a cross-legged position on your mat. Take a breath in, move around your arms, lift them up to the sky as if someone was pulling you towards the sky, and bring them palms facing up on our knees, closing the eyes, breathing to the nose, noticing the air around us. If you're outside the wind, the temperature, is there sun on your face? Any smells that you can smell around you? Becoming super aware of our surroundings and becoming aware of our bodies on the mat and of our bodies in the world, in your current place. Letting go of any stress and just focusing on the sensation of being here and present. Focusing on the now and letting go of past worries or future worries. And thank you for joining me, and if you wish, stay in your meditative state and keep breathing. But I will see you in my next flow.